Getting ready for the upcoming seed starting season can be a very exciting time, but it can also be a little stressful too if you're not prepared. So rather than try to wing it under pressure to get that order in, I've made a list of 10 tips to help you save time and money when buying those seeds. Tip number 1, have a plan. Now, I recommend that you start with what you like to grow. And even when you find that, you don't have to have every variety of that thing that you like to grow. Stay the course. It's easy to get distracted. But I recommend that you go ahead and get that order placed based on your plan. And then if you find that you have a little money left in your seed buying budget, well, have some fun with that and explore. And who knows, you might find some fun things. But I recommend that you save that part to the very end. And take it from me, I speak from experience. Tip number 2, take inventory. Now, if you've been buying seeds for even one season, chances are you have a seed pack or two laying around that you never got around to planting. And if you violated rule number 1, which is to not have a plan, chances are you have a lot of seeds laying around. Take it from me. Now, there would be a justification for still buying new seeds even when you have old seeds, and that is the viability period of what you have. Seeds only last so long in storage, so understand how long those seeds have been in storage for you. And if they're past that viability period, go ahead and buy new seeds. Now, the good news is seed packs are inexpensive, so it's not going to break the bank. Tip number 3, explore free options. To expand on tip number 2, many people, because they overbought, they're happy to donate or give away their extra seeds just for the asking. So be sure to do that. But another option that's relatively new is what's called a seed library. Now, usually you find these at your local library, but it's a place where you can go get free seeds by technically checking them out, but there's no expectation that you need to return them. Something else you could easily do is check with your local online community sites. I've done that before, and I've ended up with more seeds than I could possibly plant in one year, and I got them all just for the asking, and you could easily do the same. Tip number 4, talk to trusted sources, because not all seed companies are the same. If you're new to seed buying, it can be a daunting experience because there are a lot of companies out there. So how do you differentiate? First of all, talk to people that you know, like, and trust. Those people that have been down the road a time or two with seed sowing. They have had a chance to determine the seed companies they like, so be sure to ask them what it is about those companies that they do like and that makes them special. Now, one other option you could try is your local county extension service. They are equipped with master gardeners on call all the time that can give you some good advice because they are obviously avid gardeners and many of them are seed starters too, and they can give you some good advice. Tip number 5 is to comparison shop. Now, I already mentioned it can be daunting with all the companies out there, but you can narrow down the field quickly by comparing prices, comparing shipping and handling costs, or maybe it's just bad online reviews, but that will help you get started. Something else to consider is the shipping and handling cost relative to the seed cost. It can really add up, and I can tell you that the shipping and handling alone could be more than the price of the seeds. So be sure you understand what makes up the total cost. But don't rule it out just because one company is more expensive for that reason. There may be other added values that make it justifiable that you would spend more with that company. So do your homework first. Another consideration is if you only have a need for a small quantity of seeds, there are companies out there that pack fewer seeds in a package, which is going to save you money. So that's going to be reflected in the cost. So keep that in mind as you're placing your seed orders. Tip number 6, look beyond the seeds and the pretty pictures. And I'll be the first to admit, I get sucked in by the beautiful photography and the illustrations. But if you can get past that and read the information underneath that particular product, you may be surprised at how much information some companies provide, not only in the success of how we grow it, but in helping us be better gardeners too. And those are the companies that tell me they are vested in my success, and they even oftentimes have online information that really expands the information that we need as gardeners. So those are the companies that I want to support because of the information they're providing to help me be successful. Tip number 7, seek out regional seed companies. Now, this is an opportunity that is often overlooked, but you should consider this because if you buy from companies that are growing the seed in the same region that you are, or they're partnering with other growers from your region, then the seed that you buy came from plants that grew in the same growing environment. So it only makes sense that there's a very good likelihood that the success that you experience in your garden from regionally adapted seeds is going to be directly related to those companies. Tip number 8, considered certified organic seeds and the companies that sell them. Now, some seed companies only sell certified organic seeds, other companies don't sell any organic seeds, and other companies then do a hybrid. But here's the thing about certified organic seeds that's important to me and maybe to you too. If you're an organic grower, then you want to have seeds that never went through a chemical pampering to get them to the point of harvesting the seeds. The plants that are grown organically live their entire life chemical free. And the seeds that are harvested from those plants are the best of the best because it's the best plants that are producing the best seeds, and those are the ones that we end up putting in our garden. So if you think about the fact that that plant lived its entire life without that chemical pampering, then that's very important, and that DNA is going to carry forward into the seeds that we then put into our garden. And one more thing. I love supporting companies that sell certified organic seed because it takes longer for that process, it's more labor intensive, and yes, you'll pay a little bit more per pack, but to me it's well worth it for all the good that comes from those seeds and my opportunity to pay an extra buck for a pack to support those companies doing all that good work. Tip number 9, buy more seeds than you need to save money. Now I know that sounds like I'm contradicting myself to prior tips, but hear me out on this one. One often overlooked opportunity is to take advantage of the value of the seed by buying it in quantity, and the savings can be substantial. The more you buy, the cheaper the seed becomes. The most expensive seed are the ones that come in a single pack, but it's nice to know for the varieties that store well, why not buy extras and then use them next year, and it's great to have them on hand and not have to go out and buy them again. Tip number 10, make sure your online order is complete before you hit the buy button. And this will save you a lot of money. Take it from me. I can't tell you how many times that I've filled my shopping cart with everything I thought I needed and hit the buy button only to realize after the fact that I forgot a pack or two. So what happens? I go back online to the same company, add that extra pack or two, and then hit the buy. But when you look at the minimum shipping and handling costs for just that pack or two, that alone is more than the seeds that I bought. And that's a big difference. So be sure that your order is complete. Check it twice before you hit the buy button, and you will save yourself a lot of money in the process. I hope you found these 10 tips very helpful, and happy seed buying, everybody.